Good morning, day 5, final day of Hot Rod Drag Week 2021. We're out here cleaning up the car some because, you know, it's gotta look good. Gotta look good for its pictures. Cleaning it up, letting it warm up. We got, I don't know, it's 18 or 20 miles down to the track. We got 4 gallons of ethanol. I just got really scared with both them being empty. Tires are all mudded up. Yeah, we're just cleaning it up as we're gonna go down there, get the car turned over and watch a little racing. So, it look good in the sun, huh? Like I said, today's the final day. They changed the run order a little bit because we're there late. So, gates open at 7:30 or 8. Racing doesn't start till 10 instead of 8, but they start with Street Machine Eliminator for 2 hours, and then they call all classes to the lanes for noon. So I won't get a pass until after 12, which is fine. It kind of sucks it's going to be in the heat of the day instead of this nice, beautiful, it's like 62 degrees out. We turned it up a little bit more to compensate for that. We don't know what it's going to do. We haven't messed with anything down low because I don't want to take the chance of knocking the tires off or wheeling it and fucking coming down or anything like that and have to make a second pass. So today we're gonna get our one clean pass in. I'm saying 884 average right now, which is good enough for 4th place. The next guy behind me is like 891 average, and the guy in front of me is an 867. So we're gonna do that, and then, you know, we'll see what time it is, and we'll see if we get a second one, tie down the front end a touch, and see if we can move the ramp back on it, because I think we're about out of boost up top. I think we're out of the turbo's efficiency. So we'll go from there. All right, we gotta head to the track. Don't forget your coffee.
I'll put this in the car, grab my coffee, and we're out.
messed up here or the GoPro messed up, but there was no sound and it was in fast forward. I have a feeling it was the GoPro concerning all the problems I've had. So yeah, sorry about that. So I just got reports, text messages from the live feed that we went a motherfucking 68. You believe that shit? Oh, hold on, I'm trying to fix you guys here. Oh, woo! And with that pass, drag week has been completed. And I don't want to stay running. I cannot even begin to describe the genuine excitement I have right now. It's surreal. My fastest pass ever. It felt good. It felt like it spun a little bit on the line, but it's hot. It's greasy. Car sounds great. Water 185, air temp 150, engine temp 196, trans temp 154. Felt like a solid pass. Let's grab this slip and see what we're working with. Maybe we turn it up a little more. Maybe we go at 50. Thank you, sir. Woo! We found our mile an hour apparently. 868, 164. That's 10 mile an hour more than I've gone. We went a 129, 557 at 131, 868, 164. Woo, buddy! Absolutely my best pass period to date to wrap it up at Hot Rod Drag Week. We might turn it up and go a little more. I don't know what the fuck happened, where we picked up the mile an hour, but we fucking found it somewhere. Woo! That's absolutely couldn't have been any happier with that pass. I'm backing in. No, I'm gonna go right here. Shoo-wee, buddy. I'm telling you, that felt goddamn good. Well, here's the slip.
Bar still on the left, 918 and 150. Pontiac to the right hand side, 453 to the vintage of genuine Pontiac delivering a Ben 15 at 130.
Couldn't be any happier right now. And I don't know what the hell we did. We put 5 pounds on the dome, unless Dave lied to me and put more on it. But we got a 33 mile an hour back half. 557. I don't know, I got 14% fuel. That's all the ethanol I got. I don't know if I can maybe borrow a gallon or two for someone and make a second hit, or we just don't tempt fate and we watch. And you know, if so, there's 3 guys in front of me. There's a Monte Carlo that had like an 840 average. My buddy Matt with the Turbo Miata, the Turtle, he's got like an 852, and then there's a guy in front of me with an 870 870 average. But those 2 Monte Carlos, one went like 10-1 and one went like 12, so they're obviously going to make more passes unless they're hurt. And so I might just hold off to see if they make it back into that first bracket if I decide to make a second pass. So we're gonna see. Okay, so apparently they're not running a second session for all classes, which I kind of want to make the second pass, but we're kind of low on fuel. I don't want to make a pass with what's in the car, because usually it's like 2 gallons, 2.5 gallons to make a clean pass. It doesn't use 2.5, but to be safe, I put 2.5 in the car. It comes back like 2%. We're waiting to see what the other, I think the 2 Monte Carlos got back in the lanes, or just one of them. We'll see what happens. But one of the guys with the one of the 6-second cars just had a pretty nasty wreck. Looks like something let go in the 8th, and he got into his oil and into the wall and overturned it. So they're cleaning, getting that all checked out and getting cleaned up. But we're walking up to hand in the time slip in 100% complete Hot Rod Drag Week.
At any rate, don't want to belabor a bunch of stuff, but we love you all, and we just couldn't be happier with the results today. And we got a little bit of gifts to give out and some fun stories. David is the one that I'm so much thankful for. There's Keith and Tanya and all these workers that are all fantastic, and we couldn't think of doing this without. But this week, this guy put out, he was on the mic, and I'm hoarse, and I wasn't on the mic all night. It's just amazing the job he did. The study you did this week or prior to this week to get studied up on facts and stuff so you'll be able to keep us entertained. Amazing. You can't pay people to do that. That's just dedication. Happens to be that he did create this sport. So it's certainly, we're very lucky to have him continue the legacy. Thanks, David. Thanks, all of you. And we'll get on to awards.
Woo! That's great from Dear Brothers. And before he praises me too much, let's see a show of hand of people whose names I slaughtered this week.
Not mine.
Not bad.
Mine.
Not bad at all.
I got such.
not Mark.
One more person to thank. One of the people who's been here since the very beginning, Jack Day from Rocket Brand Fuel. Jack. Jack, you lose that few words. You are going to have to stand all the way here uncomfortably close to me.
been to a couple of these things. This is pretty good. But I think this is one of the best drag weeks I've ever seen. The camaraderie with all the racers. I didn't hear an angry voice. I'm sure there were plenty of them. I know that there were a lot of, knuckles and got nothing else broken. We're all, it's really important. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you very much. Now let me explain the agenda of what's going to go on here this evening. The first thing that we're going to do is run through the awards that are what we call the quickest awards. It's like the quickest 4-cylinder, the quickest 6-cylinder, and so on. The categories where, let's say, it's quickest Chevy, and obviously it's a class winner. It's the mic. The categories where it's obviously going to, the quickest award is going to go to a class winner, we'll save it till when we announce that class winner. So if you, for example, are wondering why we haven't done quickest Ford, it's because we'll probably get to you later. After we run through those little plaques, we're going to go into the class winners, and we will give a little trophy for the top 3 finishers in every single class. So that gets a little bit long. Once we end the near end of that, we will declare the top 3 overall ETs of the week. So the top 3 gets the Gear Benders guitars, and at that point we will also talk about the overall winner. At the very end, and this I ask you to wait for, because what happens every year is we declare an overall winner and we end up sort of thinking that it's all over. But what's really important to us is the Spirit of Drag Week Award. So let's stick around for that. Let's not start to file out. Let's give some respect to it, because you'll find that it is a very important thing, especially if you're a first-time drag weeker. You don't realize how much that means to everybody here on the crew and to the people involved. How many people are here who have done Spirit of Drag Week before? I think we've got Jesse. Jesse? Oh, they're sitting next to each other up there, right? Fantastic. Oh, that's some brotherly love. Let's see some hugs up there. Awesome to see that. And let's kick it off. The very first plaque that I've got is going to be for the quickest car with a sealed hood. And it goes to the 2018 Dodge Demon of Dan Hoover.
Was that the guy that we were hanging out with? Where is it?
We'll have you go ahead and walk on down, and I will keep moving as we go. So go over there and see Tanya and Keith, and they will handle trophies for you. The quickest without a trailer. This is cool because so many people complain about the trailers in Drag Week. I don't care. But that's why we give an award for quickest without a trailer. This is such a cool car. Bob Hess in the 82 Mustang with the Gen 3 Hemi. He averaged
that's the one that parked behind us in Illinois. That car is gorgeous. He parked behind us in Illinois. That car is fucking well put together.
I will also say, by the way, honest truth, we often mess up some of these awards if we don't know exactly what engines are in cars, because the tech sheet was not filled out completely. If we end up making a mistake, please call it to our attention. We'd rather get the award to the right person than be polite and get the award to the wrong person. So the next one is quickest 4-cylinder car. Amazing. A final average of 9.66 seconds. It is Tony Nimchik in that 95 Mitsubishi Eclipse.
Nice.
Woo! Woo dudes out here in the crowd today. Woo! Woo! All right. Quickest 6-cylinder. And I'm going to save a little bit of time by also calling this out as the quickest Buick, Lisa Fisher.
That car was moving. Come on down. She looked like she was coming down from freaking a game show.
Here's a car that was actually running in the wrong class all week long, and we made that adjustment at the very last second. Quickest Oldsmobile, Tracy Grimm. Carry your babies around. Slip that thing over your shoulder and get down here. Final average 10.22 with the Oldsmobile.
Go Tracy!
Yay, Tracy!
Give me some moonshine!
All right, next up, here's a guy I was rooting for quickest Mopar here, Chris Thompson in that Turbo 68 Dart. The winner from California. Chris, what is this, your second drag week, is that right? Yeah, second drag week, quickest Mopar.
I'll take one, man. After this, I'll take those guys.
All right, the other quickest winners end up also being class winners, so we will move on from there. As a quick
Do you have sealed engine?
pause, while I clarify something with Tanya, if you would run over.
I don't know if they do that with an American motor. Did you do sealed engine? No. That's bad luck. No, it's not.
Okay.
I did sealed engine.
I'm sorry, Tanya is the keeper of the facts, and I had a question about a fact, and she is going to supply it with me post-haste. This one deserves so much respect for so many reasons. A drag weeker for so long, a record breaker in so many different classes, the small tire king of naturally aspirated cars, the most winning class racer at Drag Week of all time with an average of 893, our 10-time winner, Kurt Johnson. Super Street Small Block Power Adder. This is Super Street Small Block Power Adder. In number 3 with an average of... What are we doing? What did I miss? Streaking? Who did? Kurt got applause? All right. I thought there was a streaker. Turk has been known to make that happen. Once again, Super Street Small Block Power Adder, 3rd place with an average of 8.812. Bruce Wood, 93 Mustang. In number 2 in class with an average of 865. Another guy who can tell me how to pronounce his name, I'm sure I have butchered it. 865, the Monte Carlo, Marty Koster. Koster or Coaster? And this is awesome. The overall winner of Super Street Small Block Power Adder with an average of 857.
Thank you.
Who would have thought?
That is awesome.
A Mazda Miata.
My man.
Here.
Oh, thank you. That is freaking awesome.
Tanya, good to go? Now we're moving into Super Street Big Block NA. More of our naturally aspirated racers. In 3rd place with an average of 1008, the gold Pontiac Le Mans.
That's metal
David
in there.
Burke.
I don't know why it's like apart.
Slide my bad boy out of there, huh?
Number 2 in Super Street Big Block NA. This car doing just an amazing effort to actually get that last run in there at Byron yesterday. And running, I think, the quickest pass of the week. 9:18 average.
Fucking Matt over here, first timer. Man, it's just to fucking take first fucking place. Amazing. Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Hey, I got 3rd. He got 1st.
And then we go to number 1.
Alright guys, that's it. It is Saturday, day after Drag Week finished. We're loaded up. You know, we're headed home. Got like it's supposed to be 11 hours, but you know, obviously it takes longer with stops and food, but we already decided that we're just gonna do stop and fuel and goes, gas and goes on the way home, and try to get this knocked out in 12 or so hours instead. We're both exhausted, tired, obviously. Drag week's hard. If you haven't done it, you don't know, trust me. But I did. When you complete Drag Week, you hand that last time slip. That's right, I survived. Huge shut this thing, get my luggage in. It was a huge goal of mine. Shit, goal of mine was to finish. And then like 2 days in, it was shit, maybe we get an 8-second average. And 3 days in, I'm sitting in 4th place. Like, hey, I'm like, I don't think I have enough car figure. The thing is, you know, every pass we're figuring out the car more. It's the fastest I've ever been with the car. So it's like, if someone breaks or has a bad pass, can't get another one, I slide right in that 3rd spot in place. Like, I'm not worried about it, I'm not shooting for it, but it'd be nice. And sure as shit, final day, #1 guy broke the trans, went 12-1, bumped him out of 1st down to like 5th or 6th or something, and your boy slid into 3rd place there and took 3rd place home. It's been a crazy week. So I'm tired. I'm gonna get home, see my family, get a little rest, and then I'm gonna start editing these videos up and doing it day by day. You know, I'll do it day 0 on the way, day 1, day 2, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm gonna do a video for you guys on things I'm going to change and things I think you should have if you're gonna attempt a drag week and stuff like that. But drag week, check. Off the bucket list. But if it's, as long as it's from like the Midwest to the East Coast, I'm definitely doing it again. I'm not driving 25 hours for it just because the truck won't like it, I won't like it. I don't have the money for fuel to do that. I don't have the time off from work for my family to do that. So that's what it'll be. But I do get early pre-registration in next year's drag week. I don't have to go through that nonsense. Yeah, so guys, get in your garage, grab a cold drink, build your freaking hot rod so you can get out here and do cool shit. Have a good one.